What is up, you guys? It is Alessandro Koenig, and we are on Conan's Cave. Today we have a guest with us, IFBB Pro, Christina.
Welcome.
We are going to be asking Christina multiple questions about her life, what she's been through with bodybuilding. She's been in the industry for a while. So we'd like to educate ourselves on things to avoid, things that could help our path better when it comes to bodybuilding and competing. So we're going to have Christina take the stage. And the first question I'm going to ask her is about her career background. So tell us where this all began and how you got to this point.
Oh, I love this part. Actually, it was my early 20s, just working out at the gym. A personal trainer came up to me and said, "Hey, have you ever been to a bodybuilding show?" I said, "No, I'd love to go to one, though. Love to see one." So he took me, and I was blown away by the discipline that it took for these people to be in this condition. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, I wonder if I've got it in me to go through that. Can I do the hard things? Can I persevere through this? And so I did it. Just started competing in my early 20s, and it was an ultimate blast. And I was also blown away by the masters. To see them at later stages of life in phenomenal condition, albeit multiple times, seeing them in better condition than the younger people that were on stage. And it just so enamored me. And I just thought, you know what? I got hooked. And I did that for several years. And then I got out of it, just got married, having kids, life, because I myself like to put in 101% into whatever it is that I do. So it was time just to focus on my family, right? Raising kids and stuff like that. But I didn't stop going to the gym, right? I wasn't competing. So those little kids of mine got packed up and they were taken to the gym with me. And, I'm really, really proud of them because they're both active adults today. They've got an active lifestyle. They're not competitors in bodybuilding, but they're super healthy, fit individuals. So proud of that. Fast forward to 2019, and I'm just kind of getting the itch again. Right. I see that women's bodybuilding has been brought back to competition, after a long absence. And I thought, well, okay, let's see if I can still do this, right? Try again. So that's a snapshot. That's how I got started, and that's where I'm at today.
And what led you to get to the Olympia stage? Like, what did you have to go through specifically? Like, how hard was the training, the mental adversity to really get you to that spot to be able to step on stage?
Sure. First, let me say 2019 coming back, if somebody said, in a few years, you're going to be on the Olympia stage, you're going to be an IFBB pro, and you're going to be on the Olympia stage, I would have looked at them and I would have laughed. I never had the thought. I just always go to the gym with the mindset, I'm just going to bring my best. And, whatever comes of what I put into it, the work that I put into it is going to be my result. And then, so I'm doing that. I'm getting coaching by Joe at PT by Joe, and I'm just inspired again by all the other competitors, the camaraderie, the community of people supporting each other, the positivity, and just started winning shows, started winning local NPC shows, and just kind of got bit by that bug again. And then jump ahead to 2022, Wings of Strength. That was the Valley of the Sun. Mind you, I had been doing physique. I'd been competing in physique. And I thought, well, I'm just going to toss my hat in the ring. Actually, I'm going to call somebody out right now. We're going to talk about Abby at MadFit, MadFit Unlimited. She's like, "Oh, do it. Just do it." I said, "No, I can't do that. I'm not ready." Went ahead and threw my hat in the ring, and I took the overall in the physique and the bodybuilding at that show, which qualified me for the Olympia. Still pinching myself today.
That's incredible.
Still pinching myself.
What a story.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
And tell us what your opinion is on women bodybuilding as a whole and where it's headed in the future.
I'm so happy that it's back. Just to jump backwards again, when I first started competing, that's the only category, that was the only division there was bodybuilding, right? For men and women, there was bodybuilding. And let me throw this into, please, somebody bring back mixed pairs. Mixed pairs. That competed in mixed pairs was a blast. It was phenomenal. But back to women's bodybuilding, I'm so happy that it's back. That's the OG. I love that it's back. I hope it doesn't go away. And I don't know. It's probably my favorite. Probably just because that's where it all started for me.
Definitely. No, I personally see it headed in a great direction. I mean, every year it's constantly improving. There's thousands of more athletes that are now part of like women bodybuilding, and that's really insane for me to see. Just the sport like blowing up in my face.
Right on.
So that's really cool.
Yeah,
to witness.
It's better to go to a show and see more than just 3 competitors up there. It's just like, if you're thinking about it, please come on.
Even in the natural women bodybuilding competitions,
Absolutely.
now there's like 20 times more athletes than there was last year. It was crazy.
Absolutely.
How much it's improved. So
Yeah.
And then we're talking before about your opinion on fruit. So what is your opinion on fruit in general?
It's just in general, I believe
like
people, in general, it's been demonized. Please, bring the fruits, bring all the fruit. People are like, oh, it's sugar. It's so bad for you. It's, no, I'm having fruit 2-3 times a day.
That's the thing. Like, your body actually absorbs fructose a lot better. And it's healthier for your body to have fructose over processed sugar.
Sure. Plus,
so I think people demonize it like it's processed, but it's not. It's
not.
Fructose.
Right. And you've got micronutrients. You've got antioxidants. Sorry, Twinkies. You can't compare. You can't compare.
Christina's like, I love Twinkies.
Yeah, no, honestly.
You'll never catch her eating a Twinkie. If you see her eating a Twinkie, pigs are flying.
Yeah, no, Twinkies are not my favorite. But if we're talking about naughty treats or whatever, Nutty Buddies, those wafer cookies with the peanut butter inside and it's covered with chocolate. Okay. Yeah, I might not turn one of those down. You can have your Twinkies. Yeah. You can have your Twinkies.
That's hilarious. So like, what do you do for fun besides like working out and training? Like I would say like when you have a break from competing and you can just be in the off season, what are you doing as like a hobby?
Oh, anything outdoors, hiking with all of the trails that we have here in Arizona. It's just, there's so much beauty in the nature out there. So I'd say that for the most part. I do like going to the movies. It's dark and it's nice and cold in the summertime. And I will eat popcorn. If I go to the movies, I am going to have popcorn.
Carb loading time?
It's, yeah. It better be leg day. We're having popcorn.
Popcorn on leg day, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
And then this is like a big issue that I've noticed and a lot of people have as well, but like the youth using steroids, right? People that haven't even trained for a long time or at their natural peak are literally asking anybody about steroid usage. Hey, should I take steroids? Where can I get them? It's like, you haven't even hit the gym yet. Right. You haven't even like been consistent yet, right? So why would you say the youth is heading towards that direction of like instant gratification and wanting just to jump towards the needle?
Oh, I love this question. Forgive me, Instagram influencer, I don't remember his name, but he just did a little short video that I saw, like a YouTube short. Went to the gym and was interviewing all kinds of people. Would you use steroids? When it was all young people. And the majority of the responses that he got were yes, but he said, why? And he said, in social media, he's seeing all these dudes that are jacked, right? Mm-hmm. To quote the interviewees. And they're like, so that's why. And I mean, he interviewed multiple people. He went to several different gyms, and it's really a shame. It's really a shame to see all these young people that just feel like they have the need, that they need to do this, and they're not even looking to be, and an Olympian or anything. It's just, I just think if I take these drugs, I'm going to look like this guy on Instagram. It's really sad.
Yeah, without
It's
seeing
really
like the
sad.
long-term effects, and then
No research whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have no idea. No idea.
and then the natural, or the guys that say they're natural, right? And the people that watch them are really aware of them lying. So then they're like, I can take it too like them and lie about it. So it's like
sure.
a double negative that I
Sure.
see happening instead of the community just being honest. Like,
Right.
guys, like, this is not natural. Like, I'm actually, even though they're aware of it, like telling them that so that they can also use that example to do the same thing if they're going to use, because then people are like separating it, right? Because then there might be a few that actually aren't aware, and they're going to defeat themselves and not hit the gym because they think that's not achievable.
Right.
Oh, this guy's natural, but I can't
Right.
get to where he's
Right.
at.
I like that you brought up that point. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That they feel like it's an absolute, that it's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's extra sad that these people are thinking that, why waste my time at the gym because I'm not going to achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a standard to be setting. Social media, love it, hate it. Love it, hate it.
Yeah, I love it, hate it, but it's good that there's people like myself out here bringing awareness to it. Like, that's why, I mean, I got the example from other people bringing awareness to it, and that's why I'm doing it myself. I mean, even Greg Doucette, like, I love how like his content is now going towards the path of bringing awareness, like literally calling people out saying like, this guy shouldn't be using gear because this and that. And then people are like, oh wow, like I shouldn't be using it. He's totally right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And him looking out for people, and it doesn't matter who he's looking out for. He's just looking out for people in general.
Yeah.
Telling them, hey, like maybe you should stop this. So that's what we need more of. That's why I like to speak on this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just shed light upon it and bring more of the positive side. Bring more of the positive side to it, because it is a phenomenal community and experience.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
And then work-life balance. How is that like, being a competitor, but also like balancing your career, making money at the same time? Like, how do you keep that good, even balance?
Right. Always a challenge. Always a challenge, right? We always wish, if I won the lottery, I could spend more hours in the gym, right? More hours meal prepping and, getting the cardio in and stuff like that. So for me, it's just kind of like a seasonal thing. I tend to like, because we're in Arizona in the midst of summer, change my workouts to where I get up a lot earlier and get the gym workout in before it's so hot. Mm-hmm. Because by the end of the day, for me personally, I've got a really long walk to get to my car across tarmac, from the airfield to the parking lot. And it's almost a quarter of a mile. And I'm literally soaked. I'm like completely soaked by the time I get to my car. And, your motivation to go work out, when you can't even touch, the handle of your car because it's so hot and you could literally wring out your clothes. So changing the schedule is what works for me as far as the work-life balance. We've all got the same 24 hours in a day, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just rearranging it to make it fit for you. The priorities.
I like how you said that, because you're not like trying to imitate anybody else. You're like, you actually found out what works for you.
Yep.
And by saying that, you're saying that it was trial and error.
Absolutely.
Like, you made a lot of mistakes along the way, and then you're like, oh wait, this works for me.
Absolutely.
So that's the goal, right? Just keep trying different things and don't focus on what other people are doing until you figure out your way, correct?
I love that. Nailed it. Because what works for somebody else isn't necessarily going to work for you. So I love how you pulled that out of what I said.
Right.
Yeah.
And then before we wrap this up, do you have any advice you'd like to tell the audience about like bodybuilding and just nutrition or competing in general?
Hard work pays off. There's no easy way about it, but the plan is simple.
I love that. Plan is simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it, and just stay consistent.
Hard work pays off.
And that wraps it up for Conan's Cave. Thank you, Christina, for sharing your story and answering those questions. We really appreciate that.
I appreciate you. Thanks for bringing all the positivity to this.
Until next time, guys.